Hello and welcome. As we know, in the world of cryptocurrencies, we have to be careful when we transfer our crypto, because sending them to the wrong address or the wrong network would mean losing our money. One of these things to pay attention to is to check the compatibility between networks before transferring a token from one blockchain to another. That's why today we talk about what a bridge is, how it works, and why we need it. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the difference between EVM and non-EVM networks. In the previous episode, we anticipated what the Ethereum Virtual Machine, EVM, is. It is a virtual machine, imagine a computer, that executes smart contracts on the chain. The distinction between EVM and non-EVM blockchains is important because it creates two macro areas in the cross-chain world. If the reality is EVM, certain characteristics are present, such as possibility to use MetaMask, the most famous crypto wallet. Addresses begin with 0x. The programming language required to write the various dApps is Solidity. The interface of protocols and applications is familiar. This is because you can take existing realities, recycle their code, and create a fork, giving life to a new DeFi platform. Some networks stratify, forming Layer 1, Layer 2 structures. Instead, a non-EVM chain has other peculiarities. For example, use of other wallets. MetaMask is not supported. Addresses do not start with 0x. Other programming languages find space, such as Rust for Solana. Unable to fork existing dApps on EVM chains. Some illustrious names from the EVM world: Ethereum, Avalanche, and Phantom. Instead, here are the representatives of the non-EVM part: Solana, Osmosis, Cosmos, and Tron. Since blockchain assets are often not compatible with one another, bridges create synthetic derivatives that represent an asset from another blockchain. Let's analyze the cases in which we could find ourselves. The first situation is sending a coin, say USDC, from one Ethereum address to another, also on an Ethereum chain. In this case, we are not dealing with a cross-chain operation. We are simply carrying out a transaction. The second event sees the transition of USDC from Ethereum to Avalanche. Here the matter changes. It is a movement between two different networks, both EVM. Finally, the third case, sending USDC from Ethereum to Solana. The game becomes even more complicated. In addition to moving from one blockchain to another, we will be moving from the EVM world to the non-EVM one. Well, the most important notion to adopt is that to operate cross-chain, therefore in cases 2 and 3, it is essential to use a crypto bridge. A bridge to send one Solana coin to an Ethereum wallet. That wallet will receive a token that has been wrapped by the bridge, converted to a token based on the target blockchain. In this case, the Ethereum wallet would receive a bridge version of Solana that has been converted to an ERC20 token, the generic token standard for fungible tokens on the Ethereum blockchain. Some bridges, known as unidirectional or one-way bridges, allow you to port assets only to the target blockchain and not the other way around. For instance, wrapped Bitcoin allows you to send Bitcoin to the Ethereum blockchain to convert BTC to an ERC20 stablecoin, but it doesn't let you send Ether to the Bitcoin blockchain. Other bridges like Wormhole and Multichain are bidirectional, or two-way, meaning you can freely convert assets to and from blockchains. Just as you can send Solana to Ethereum's blockchain, you can send Ether to Solana. Bridges are either custodial, also known as centralized or trusted, or non-custodial, decentralized or trustless. The difference explains who controls the tokens that are used to create the bridged assets. All wrapped Bitcoin, WBTC, is held in custody by BitGo, making it a centralized bridge. Conversely, bridged assets on Wormhole are held by the protocol, meaning it is more decentralized. While hardline advocates of decentralization might venture that the custodial nature of WBTC makes it less secure than decentralized alternatives, bridges that decentralize custody over bridged assets aren't necessarily safer, as shown by the Wormhole bridge exploit. What is crypto bridging? A crypto bridge, also known as a cross-chain bridge, is a tool that gives you the power to transfer digital assets and information from one blockchain to another. Interoperability has long been a pain point in blockchain technology. While highly powerful technologies by themselves, cross-chain data transfer can be tedious and expensive. How can you break down the walls of the blockchain ecosystem? Crypto bridges are helping to solve this issue. Let's say you have BTC but want to use an Ethereum-based project. While you have plenty of BTC, the Bitcoin and Ethereum blockchains have completely separate rules and protocols. You can use a crypto bridge to gain access to an equivalent amount of ETH. The bridge is a DeFi protocol that allows us to move coins and tokens between different blockchains. Let's find out how it works by moving USDC from Ethereum to Solana. The bridge has liquidity in both USDC ERC20, hence Ethereum, and USDC SPL20, Solana. When we interact with the portal, it will take our USDC ERC20 and lock them in a smart contract. At the same time, an equal amount of USDC SPL20 will be sent to our Solana wallet. That's all. The bridge is a real bridge between two different realities. The mechanism that operates behind the scenes is always the same. It takes funds A, blocks them and releases those B. He can also take back funds B and release funds A, turning them back to the user. But be careful. Without liquidity, you will not go anywhere. If the bridge has little available, it becomes unusable. Therefore, the user is also exposed to this risk, just like for other decentralized finance services. Cross-chain bridges don't actually move your BTC from the Bitcoin blockchain to the Ethereum blockchain. Instead, the bridge will create equivalent tokens that represent your BTC but are usable on the Ethereum blockchain. Smart contracts are created to keep track of everything you transfer and use. There are two types of bridges: trust-based versus trustless. One implicit downside of blockchain bridges is centralization. Users need to give up control of their coins if they wish to convert them to other crypto, essentially trusting it in the hands of someone else. If you've ever seen a wrapped token, such as WBTC, it's the result of this process. The idea here is that they take your BTC and wrap it in an ERC20 contract, giving it the functionality of an Ethereum token. Trust-based bridges are fast and an economical option when you want to transfer a large amount of crypto, but the pool of reliable services is rather small. Venturing to the territory of less-known brands can increase risks, which makes it unattractive to smaller traders. There are decentralized blockchain bridges, or trustless bridges, that intend to make users feel safer when transferring their coins. These solutions operate just like an actual blockchain, with individual networks pitching in to validate transactions. If you're worried about your coins falling in the wrong hands, using a trustless bridge will give you peace of mind in that regard. The problem with decentralized bridges is the service is freelance-based. That can be a liability when incidents happen, since they're only paid to process your request and not to fix them. It can be dizzying to learn of all of the new blockchains, scaling solutions and tokens popping up across the blockchain ecosystem. Cross-chain bridges show that crypto world may be moving towards a more collaborative space, emphasizing usability and mass crypto adoption. Thank you very much for watching the video. We remind you to support us by subscribing to the channel and sharing the video. We invite you to look at the links in the description to learn more.